Ah, curse. Turns out when you incorporate too many things into your body, sometimes they don't get along. Not that they don't get along with me, but like with each other. But before I start anything, I want to hang on. My fan's just acting up. Found it. I want to bam. Direct your attention to this. I would like everyone that's able to go to twitch.uservoice.com. Here, I will put the link in the chat. /forms/933-812-safety in order and vote to remove sensitive social issues bullet point from the clause on its content classification guideline. So what this does is LGBT, queer people, immigrants, and reproductive rights are not sensitive social issues. They are common sense issues where one side simply wants their liberties intact. Controversy is entirely on the other side of the argument that involves taking those liberties away, especially as pertains to queer individuals. The notion that the discussion of their very existence is political is absolute nonsense. These people should be allowed to discuss issues affecting them without being set behind some kind of explicit content label. This is a slippery slope that begins with people automatically labeling non-heteronormative lives content as deviant or degenerate, especially by grossly bad actors who want to be edgy. Remove the final bullet point from Article VII. And as this affects many people that I know, myself, and I know that many viewers are also affected by things that would be otherwise labeled as sensitive social issues. Yeah, it has no place on a content streaming platform. It has no place really in like a society in general. So please vote to have Twitch remove this and hold your other streamers accountable. I know I've said this before, but I do have an ongoing blacklist of nearly 1,600 streamers. Most of those, I won't claim all of them, but most of them do not allow political discussions of any kind, sensitive issues, heavy topics, etc. in their chat room. And I feel like that those policies, those moderation policies, kind of set the stage to allow Twitch to do this and have it be like considered normal. Because, whenever you're unwilling to engage with any of those at any point in at any point in any given time, for any reason, you make them verboten, you make them forbidden, you label them as like other. And by saying things, I didn't prepare a speech for this, by the way, can you tell? By saying things like these aren't allowed here, you make those what you're not doing is creating a comfortable and safe space for everyone. You're creating a comfortable and safe space for people that already fall within like normal values, normative values, heteronormative, cissexual, non-mentally ill, all of those non-mentally ill women. Not being a woman, men. That's unacceptable. We have to get rid of this idea that the digital world and the real world are separate things, and that the digital world is someplace meant exclusively for escapism. We need to be able to discuss these issues if we want to, like, do better, be better as a society. So, an individual, sum up, an individual's identity or aspect pertaining to their identity should never be considered verboten. It will likely always be political, but it will never, but it should never be explicitly or implicitly banned. And this also goes towards, you know, quote unquote VTuber etiquette. Okay? Not allowed to do this. If you are, you're not part of, we don't want you in our communities. No, we don't want you in a queer community. We don't want you in representing a mentally ill community. We don't want you representing issues of immigration or women's rights or anything like that, okay? You have to be able to talk about this or fuck off. That's